Now, there was one stereotype actually. I went to the poorest region in the UK. It's a place called Jaywick. It's really bad. People are broke over there. Like, it's so depressing. Like, okay, it's like this year. Imagine if you thought London was depressing here, Jaywick is like 100 times more depressing.
Can you paint a picture?
Okay.
I know this is going to be a very negative video in the UK, but let's just do it. Let's go.
Imagine you go to a town and everybody looks homeless. Like, everybody looks homeless. And then on top of that as well, one key thing I realized, whenever you speak to someone, they don't have any teeth, or their teeth are just like beyond damaged, because it's just full of drug. Let's just say that town is just full of drug addicts and homeless people and poor people. Like that's it's just poverty. Do you get it? And it reeks of poverty. Like when you touch down, you can smell it. Do you get it? And then on top of that as well, the weather, like it's grey skies, like it's really, really bad. It's like, cool, if you was there, yeah, you wouldn't think it's a real place. And oh, that's another thing. Do you know about incest?
Yes, like
So
people
inbreeding.
sleeping with their sisters and brothers.
It's quite popular down there. Yeah, so
This is the UK we are talking about.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. That place is bad, man. If you don't believe me, you can literally make a drive down there. It's in like Essex, so go and see for yourself and you understand what I mean.
But how come people like myself have never seen places like that in the UK and they only show us the London eye?
I mean, because nobody wants to make their country look bad, innit? It's for tourism as well, GDP. It's like Dubai. Dubai is a perfect example. Dubai doesn't allow you to post anything negative or else you go to prison. Every country is obviously wanting to paint their country as like paradise for money. Yeah, you'll never hear of Jaywick unless you live there, like you live in the UK.
Talk to me, 30 December is here.
Yeah.
What do you have to install?
I'm here for fun. I'm here for enjoyment. I'm here to jolly. I'm here to jaye. That's all I'm here to do. But if you're on the same wavelength, message me on Instagram, and my Instagram is the Wolf of Ken.
You're single, right?
Absolutely. I'm single, ready to mingle. If you're a fine, sexy babe, DM.
So my question, you've been on so many dating shows, you've never gotten a girlfriend?
Nah, not really. Nah, the thing is, going on, because this is gonna sound so shallow. Cool. I know I'm a very good looking guy, right? And my confidence is through the roof. And when it comes to like my game or my riz, when it comes to women, it's easy. It's almost like a game. So when you reach that point now and you know you're capable of getting a baddie, you're just not satisfied. Like, yeah, you're dating, like you be talking to one girl and she's bad, yeah, but then she might do something and then she gets on your nerves and then you're just like, I don't want to deal with this. So you just go on to the next. That doesn't mean I'm a player. What I'm saying is that I keep my options open.
Your options are still open for the Ghanaian ones.
Absolutely. I'm here for 5 weeks. Please send me a DM.
Do you ever see yourself like staying in Ghana fully and like living here? After describing the UK as what it is, like, what do you have to say to the world about Ghana? You see, Ghana is lit now.
Yeah, it is now.
Everybody talks about Ghana. Kai was here. Like almost every celebrity in America have been here.
Ghana. Ghana is absolutely amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Ghana is a very peaceful country, and I'm saying that in comparison to, because obviously I've been to like Lagos, for example, and those two, like, Ghana is very peaceful. People are actually very polite over here. One thing you need to understand about Ghanaians, yeah, they will add please to everything. So they'll be like, please, good morning, or please, can you do this for me? And they'll also say kindly. That's for sure. I don't know why they like saying that, but yeah, that's one thing I've noticed actually. People are very friendly over here. They have manners. The weather is great. The housing and stuff, like the housing and the projects over here, the architecture, it's very modern. And there's plenty fine babes for this side. So if you're looking for a wife, just come over here and get married.
What do you like the most about Ghana? He's trying hard not to say the woman.
Guy. The woman. Yes, I like the woman the most about Ghana. You know what? For me personally, the shift in my mentality, coming from a place that's so negative, that's always dragging you down, to come in here is a very breath of fresh air. So for me personally, my mental, I feel much happier, and because I'm much happier, it allows me to do more things. Yeah.
You're happier in Ghana than the UK.
Yeah. The minute you land in London, you're so depressed. You know what I realized as well? Yeah, you see with holidays, one of the worst feelings you can go through is going on holiday and then coming back to the UK, because the minute you land at the airport, that realization, it hits you deep, man. And that's also part of the reason why I'm here for 5 weeks. When you go somewhere for like 1 week, 2 weeks, and then you come back, you're thinking like, bro, was this even real?
You said financial matters, you're stable, right? I've heard a lot of Ghanaian girls say UK guys are stingy. What do you have to say to you?
Go and make your own money. Stop relying and asking me for my own money. Guy, you don't understand that we're struggling out there in our own country. You're asking me for money for what? For nonsense.
Have you experienced that?
What? People asking? Yes, it's so annoying. It's jarring. Cool. I'm gonna tell you, man, straight, yeah. I'm not the type of guy to give away money just because you're good looking. I don't struggle to get a baddie. So if you're going to act up, you will get replaced. Now, this whole idea of UK guys being stingy, I'm not your dad. Stop asking me for money. Like, just stop. Guys aren't stingy. They'll give money to the women that they actually like and see value in. Just because you have bum doesn't mean that we're just going to give you money. It doesn't work like that. The only people that give away money are simps, and they are losers. So unless you want losers and you like those kind of men, that's all on you. But if you're actually meeting a serious guy, someone who actually has confidence within themselves, someone who actually has ability, do you think he's going to give away? If he was to ask Chris Brown or Drake for money, do you think they'll give you money for no reason? Of course not. They have to see some kind of value. So why do you think that we're going to be... My head is hot right now, man.
That was a viral clip, by the way.
My head is hot, man.
Hello, guys, and welcome back again to another amazing episode. And as you guys already know, this is the Diaspora transition episode where we have dialogue with Diaspora, relocating or even moving back and forth to the continent of Africa. And, we're in Ghana here. Today, we do have here someone very special. You might have seen him on your screen. Listen, he's one of the biggest content creators out there. Literally, he's coming from the UK to Ghana. You know what time it is? It's 30 December. So we are privileged to have him here on the show to speak about, listen, this guy has been in Ghana 5 times in 1 year. And I'm like, bro, why don't you just move to Ghana already? So let's just dive into it, ask him why he's, flying back and forth that frequently to Ghana. So without further ado, Wolf of Kent, bro. Welcome on the show.
Thank you very much. Hello there.
I've seen you do collab with a lot of YouTubers, bro. Big names out there. How did that start for you? Before we do that, briefly introduce yourself to the people watching.
Alright, cool. So, yo guys, it's the Wolf of Kent. You might have seen me on your TikTok, your Instagram, or YouTube, or in general, if you just find me handsome anyway, you're gonna see me all over the screen, so it doesn't matter. Currently based in London, but obviously I am of Ghanaian heritage, and I am here very frequently, as you already said, it's probably my 5th time this year. And that's pretty much the brief introduction, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. You're Ghanaian, right?
That is correct, sir.
Both parents?
Yeah, both. Yeah.
Were you born in Ghana or you were born in the UK?
I wasn't even born in the UK. I was born in Belgium.
Germany?
Belgium.
Where's that?
Next to Germany, the Netherlands and France.
Oh, really? So how did the UK accent come into the picture?
Cool, so I was born in Belgium, and then I moved to London, or the UK, in 2011. So then I guess since 2011 up until now, as you just grow up, and obviously when you move from such a young age, so the information that you pick up, you just naturally you're like a sponge essentially. So I'm guessing just being around everyone from a young age, you just learn English very quickly.
So you absorb the accent.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your upbringing in the UK a bit before we dive into who you've become and doing what you're doing. How was it like in Germany down to in the UK and stuff like that?
Okay, so okay, cool. So I'm from London, yeah. As many people may know, the ends, what would I say about it? If you've watched Top Boy, that's probably an accurate, not 100% accurate representation, but close enough for you to understand what it's really like in the real London. Not the fancy London where people keep on talking about like Kensington and Chelsea and Westminster. Nah, if we're talking about the real ends, yeah, it's down like South London, like Croydon sides and that. In terms of upbringing as well, it was all right actually, up until like a few years ago. Everybody wanted to come to the UK. It seemed like paradise to a lot of people. But obviously, as you can see, like lately, with the whole government and how things have changed, so now like everything is changing. And I think that's also part of the reason as to why you do see me here in Ghana quite often anyway, because you're trying to get away from the mess that's in the UK, kind of thing, yeah.
What is the mess? I don't know. What's going on in the UK?
We are currently living in times where taxes are at an all-time high. Depression is at an all-time high. The weather is constantly grey 247. On top of that as well, nobody seems to have any fun because they're too busy focusing on trying to survive, because obviously this is linked to the taxes and everything's being so expensive, right? And then naturally, it's a very uninspiring place to live in, because the culture over there is everybody's so extremely pessimistic. So let's say now, for example, if you have an idea, you got a business plan, or you want to do something, right? And obviously you're telling the world, the way they shut that down so quickly, it affects you, because then it affects you in the sense where you start doubting yourself, thinking, is this the right choice that I'm making? But in reality, it's just because of the fact that everybody else's perception and everybody else's insecurities, they're putting it onto you.
Can you give me an example?
Okay, what's a perfect example? Okay, yeah, cool. So, America and the UK, and let's use content for example. I always said that America is way ahead compared to the UK when it comes to content. And the reason being is because the culture over there is so much more like accepted. For example, when you bring out a camera to film, right? Most times, like people are comfortable in front of the cameras. Even if they're strangers, they don't mind being in the cameras. Obviously, if you're respectful and stuff like that, right? But when you're in London, for example, and then you bring out a camera, people look at you as if you have a gun to them. Like, they're very shy. They never want to be involved in the cameras. They're very rude as well, actually, as a matter of fact. And it's a thing where it makes it very difficult for you to actually want to create something when the whole outside world just isn't on your side. And also on top of that as well, for example, shopping centers and shops and stuff like that. Let's say if I want to make a normal vlog, right? Mm-hmm. You're not even allowed to bring a camera into the shop or anything like that. Security are just on you. So it's stuff like that where you're just being so like closed in to the point where at that point you just want to give up because you're thinking, rah, there's so many obstacles there. And for some reason, it doesn't seem like anything is working. So let me just stop there and just go and like do something else, like a normal job or something like that. And then yeah, it's a very there's a deeper meaning behind everything, especially in that country. So yeah.
Interesting. I never thought about it like that. So UK is like one of the hardest place for a content creator to thrive.
100%.
I saw you complain about a video you posted on YouTube. You did a whole like documentary, and it's like basically like it got shut down or something happened. Talk to me about what happened.
Oh, you actually saw that?
Yeah,
mad,
I saw that.
mad.
It was in your YouTube.
Yeah. So obviously, I recently made a video on YouTube, in which I posted it, and it basically didn't get the views that I wanted. It didn't perform how I wanted it to do, and I was basically complaining that it also had to do with the location and stuff like that of the UK because it's very difficult. Obviously, naturally, because the country is smaller, the population, so it's a lot harder to actually like get views. For example, the population of the UK is like 63 million. The population of America is 300 million. Do you get it? So it's like it's much easier to like perform with videos over there. Do you get it? Yeah. So it's just, I find it. I have a lot of a harder time making content in the UK, but that's the cost that I was dealt with. So
I see. I've interviewed a lot of people moving from the UK and coming to Ghana and saying Ghana is a better place for them. I had a lady who told me that the minimum wage in the UK right now is about £30,000, and then that one is like you have to even work like overtime to be able to get that. But for me, where I sit here as a Ghanaian, I don't think our uncles are telling us the truth because they come here and they be balling in December, spending crazy amount of money. Tell me what's going on for real. Is it really that hard in the UK, or is just people just complaining because?
No, it actually is that hard in the UK. That's what I'm saying. Okay, cool. The UK was great until like a couple years ago, because obviously back then everybody wanted to come to the UK for a better life and better opportunity. But as of recently, because things like government and everything just, I think when Brexit happened is when the downfall actually truly happened. Because obviously we're not with the European Union anymore, so basically on our own. And it's like now we're on our own. They don't even know what to do, so they're just making up their own rules, which is affecting everybody. But in regards to if it's truly harder in the UK now, 100%. I wouldn't even recommend it for people to move to the UK.
Really?
100%. I wouldn't recommend it. Because unless you're coming from like a war-torn country where you actually have to sort of like leave for survival, yeah. But if you want to start a better life, you're better off going somewhere else. Because even like what you said, the minimum wage, 30k, yeah, you're right. But even with that 30k, to even get a job is hard. Yeah. That's like mission impossible as well. So you imagine you're doing all this work to make 30k, and then cost of living as well. Nowadays, prices are so expensive that you spend like, let's say now, 30k. How much would you make? Let's even do the math quickly. I want to see how much you'd make in a month. So 30 divided by 12. Cool. That's 2.5k a month. Then let's say now, rent. Let's say you pay like 1k, for example.
1.5 left.
Yeah, 1.5. So yeah, there's 1.5 left. Yeah. Then you got bills to pay. So what else? Gas. So transportation. Food.
Utilities.
Exactly. Yeah. Then also also like for example Netflix, phone bill, all that kind of stuff, and then wanting to go out, food as well, like all that kind of stuff.
Eating outside.
So more or less, essentially, you end up either with like less than £100, or basically you're even in minus anyway at the end of it. So in regards to all the uncles that you see balling, they're not working traditional jobs. Guy, those uncles they're called uncles for a reason. Like them man, don't even worry
What
about
are you
them.
trying to say? What are you doing, man?
They are in a different tax bracket. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, in reality, UK.
For real.
Yes. Even me telling you personally, please don't. It's like, even when people come to the UK on holiday, and even I'm so confused because there's nothing to do. If it's not for London Eye and Big Ben, there's nothing here to do. Like, you're just wasting your time and your money. But I think it's the fantasy that people enjoy it more rather than the reality.
Because we've been programmed down here in Ghana that like the UK is like the dream location, whatnot. I like that. So talk to me. You are taking YouTube on now.
Yeah.
You're doing YouTube full time.
That is correct.
You are in Ghana now. Talk to me about what you have planned this December.
Cool. So obviously I'm going to be here for the next 5 weeks, right? Now, obviously I came at the beginning of December. Reason being is because right now not everyone is here, so it's a bit quiet. So this first part is just for me to just work, just make content. So collabs, YouTube videos, TikToks, Instagrams, etc., etc. Even any events, any podcasts, all of that stuff. I'm just here to purely work and to network. And then, in terms of YouTube videos, so I kind of switched up my style now where I do investigating or exploring videos.
I saw that. It came out of nowhere, though.
Yeah, so...
Let me be real. I'll be your fans. Let me play the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
We've seen you do all this relationship stuff.
Yeah.
We fell in love with that. We wanted to see that. Now, all of a sudden, you're doing investigation. Now, you're forcing me, your audience, to go watch that. Can you now explain yourself to me why?
Wow, forcing. You know what? I'm going to get back to even you saying forcing as well, because I want to get to that point as well.
Yeah.
Cool. So with the dating stuff, it gets so boring. Like, because you know what it is with dating, it's repetitive. Like, and I feel as if like people enjoy this fantasy of love and stuff like that, but in reality, it's very different. Like, you might have seen me on a few, like, for example, you see me on a few dating shows. I have appeared on some, on a fellow YouTuber over here. Shout out Shark Boy. For example, when I jumped on his video and he posted it, my gosh, my phone was blowing up. It's insane. And the thing is, you can't do dating stuff forever, because it's a thing where, let's say now, if I get a girlfriend now, I can't do dating stuff because I have a girlfriend.
So you don't have content?
Yeah, that's another thing as well. The thing with dating stuff, you can't rely on that. Because it's seasonal. Like, people get bored. Like, you can't do that forever. You need something where there's a lot of variety anyway. And in terms of what I've switched to now, I've switched to investigating/exploring videos. Essentially, all it is that, let's say now there are dangerous places that people recommend not to go to. I will specifically go there and I'll explore. So then you guys can see what it's like, and to truly like debunk whether it's like really that dangerous as people say it is. Now, the reason I have switched to that, and you did say it was quite random, it was because obviously during my whole dating phase, I was now contemplating like, okay, cool, I need to now make a switch in my career in terms of what style of content I want to do. That's going to be longevity wise, because what I did realize with dating content is that you tend to rely on a lot of other people. So like, you're not the main focus. It's either you and another person, or you and a group of people now trying to find a match together. So with the investigating stuff, the reason I picked this is because I am the main focus. It's just me and my cameraman just going on an adventure. So if you're watching it, and you're watching it from my POV kind of thing as well. And I feel as if like, they're fun to do. I'm exploring, I'm going to different areas. And in terms of danger, like, I don't see danger the way people, like, a normal person would, in the sense where it's just like...
You grew up in it?
No, I didn't. I grew up in the suburbs. It's not that, but it's just like, it's stereotypes. It's not that deep.
Elaborate on that, because I don't get it.
People say danger and they think automatically they're going to die. They're going to think that the minute they touch down somewhere, they're going to get robbed, stabbed, and killed. Like, no. Most times, people have targets. If you're a regular civilian, no one's coming after you. So if you know that if you're street smart and you mind your own business, it doesn't matter if you go somewhere dangerous, you'll be fine.
So you're basically risking your life for content right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yes, I am risking my life for YouTube and for the content.
Is there one of the locations you've been? Was the stereotype true, or it was most of the time actually opposite?
Now, there was one stereotype actually. I went to the poorest region in the UK. It's a place called Jaywick. It's really bad. People are broke over there. Like, it's so depressing. Like, okay, it's like this year. Imagine if you thought London was depressing year, Jaywick is like 100 times more depressing.
Can you paint a picture?
Okay.
I know this is going to be a very negative video in the UK, but let's just do it. Let's go.
Okay, cool. So imagine now, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine you go to a town and everybody looks homeless. Like, everybody looks homeless. And then on top of that as well, one key thing I realized, whenever you speak to someone, they don't have any teeth, or their teeth are just like beyond damaged. Like, because it's just full of drug. Let's just say that town is just full of drug addicts and homeless people and poor people. Like that's it's just poverty. Do you get it? And it reeks of poverty. Like when you touch down, you can smell it. Do you get it? And then on top of that as well, the weather, like it's grey skies. Like it's really really bad. It's like cool. If you was there, yeah, you wouldn't think it's a real place. Let's just put it like that. And that's another thing. Do you know about incest?
Yes, like
So
people
inbreeding.
sleeping with their sisters and brothers.
It's quite popular down there. Yeah, so
This is the UK we are talking about.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. That place is bad, man. If you don't believe me, you can literally make a drive down there. It's in like Essex, so go and see for yourself and you understand what I mean.
But how come people like myself have never seen places like that in the UK? And they only show us the London Eye.
I mean, because nobody wants to make their country look bad, innit? It's for tourism as well, GDP. It's like Dubai. Dubai is a perfect example. Dubai doesn't allow you to post anything negative or else you go to prison. So every country is obviously wanting to paint their country as like paradise for money.
Interesting.
Yeah, you'll never hear of Jaywick unless you live there, like you live in the UK.
Making this kind of videos, you feel like you're making more impact compared to what you used to do before? No pun intended.
No, I get what you mean. More impact.
I mean, you feel like now, I don't know, your face just light up when you're talking about it's fun, you're traveling, you're going to different locations.
These videos are more fun to do. They're more fun and less stressful. Yeah, they're more fun and less stressful. It's more fun because I'm going out to explore an area that I don't know. It's like when you're a kid and you're just running around. Cool. And it's also more fun because I'm not just stationed in one location. When it comes to dating stuff, you're just in a room and that's it. Cameras on you. But when you're exploring, I'm going to this place, I'm going to that place. You get it? You get to meet new people and stuff like that. So, and in terms of impact, I guess these videos are more meaningful because at least I'm doing something. Like I'm actively doing something that people can learn from as well. Because it's not just about exploring. Because what I tend to do as well is I tend to give a lot of like background information about location. So for example, on my intro for the video, I'll be like, oh, this is Jaywick. And then obviously I'll give a brief history about it. Like, oh, it's been through poverty through, let's say, 1955, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So there's more context behind these videos. But when it comes to dating, it's just like love. And Charlie, like, love is boring. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not a lover boy.
Am I a lover boy?
The Ghanaian girls are watching, you know.
Yeah, I know they're watching. Yeah, 100%. Am I a lover boy? I can be.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can be, I guess.
Yeah. Talk to me. 30 December is here.
Yeah.
What do you have to install?
I'm here for fun. I'm here for enjoyment. I'm here to jolly. I'm here to jaye. That's all I'm here to do. So if you're on the same wavelength, message me on Instagram. And my Instagram is the Wolf of Kent.
You're single, right?
Absolutely. I'm single, ready to mingle. If you're a fine, sexy babe, hit me in DM.
So my question, you've been on so many dating shows, you've never gotten a girlfriend?
Nah, not really. Nah, the thing is, going on, because this is going to sound so shallow. Cool. I know I'm a very good looking guy, right? And my confidence is through the roof. And when it comes to like my game or my riz, when it comes to women, it's easy. It's almost like a game. So when you reach that point now and you know you're capable of getting a baddie, you're just not satisfied. Like, yeah, you'll be talking to one girl and she's bad, yeah, but then she might do something and then she gets on your nerves and then you're just like, I don't want to deal with this. So you just go on to the next. That doesn't mean I'm a player. What I'm saying is that I keep my options open. So, yeah.
Your options are still open for the Ghanaian women.
Absolutely. I'm here for 5 weeks. Please send me a DM.
Do you ever see yourself like staying in Ghana fully and like living here after, describing the UK as what it is right now?
Yeah, 100% in a couple years. But the thing is, I have plans to relocate anywhere outside of the UK, but not to Ghana anyway. So once I get that sorted, and then everything is fully flowing, then the aim is to be in between the two locations.
What is the conversation around like the Ghanaian community in the UK like about people relocating back to Ghana? What do they say when the story comes? Why don't you go back to Ghana? What do people normally say?
Wait, say that again. So can you
The
explain that?
conversation around there's a Ghanaian community in the UK,
Yeah, there's.
right?
Yeah.
And they are like mostly African parents, uncles who moved there, worked for 20 years, right?
Yeah.
What is the story like, or the notion like when people say I'm moving back to Ghana, or I'm going back home to do something there? What do people normally say when they hear something like that?
It's quite ironic because obviously our parents worked so hard to relocate to the UK for a better life for us, but now it's us that now want to relocate from the UK to the Ghana for a better life for us. It's like a cycle. Like I guess as time has passed, like I said, the UK isn't what it used to be like before. So now people want to relocate back because they see that a lot of the things that is going on in the UK, they can make compromises and still live a good life anyway. I would say the only advantage that the UK has compared to Ghana is that it's got coordination. Everybody plays their part. Like everybody has a job, and that job obviously runs a system in the UK for everyone to do their thing. Whereas in Ghana, it's a bit more like free for all. Everyone's just hustling, finding their own feet. But aside from that, if you're fine with like the chaos and stuff, then coming to Ghana is a no-brainer, especially money-wise. Because I think the rate is even £1 like 19 cities.
Yeah.
So if you can find a way to still make money from pounds or dollars and then live here, then yeah, it's a no-brainer. Come here. 100%.
Seriously.
Yeah, 100%. I hate London. I hate the UK. Yeah.
Which country do you think moving to would be a best option for you right now, if not Ghana?
America.
America?
Yeah. America is the land of like the YouTubers and the content creators. I need to be there because I know I'll just feel so inspired. That's the one thing as well I really dislike about the UK. I feel so uninspired there because the thing is, first of all, there isn't that many YouTubers. The only YouTubers most people know is obviously like Beta Squad, Sidemen, just like the big guys. But if we're talking about like currently growing up right now, upcoming ones, there actually isn't that many.
What about, is it something central?
Central.
There's a bunch of women who are talking about relationship. Did you?
Wait, is it podcast?
They fight all the time.
Wait.
Most of the time.
Fighting? What kind of fighting?
Arguing.
Physical fighting?
Not really, but like arguing a lot.
Central. And they talk about relationships?
Yeah.
Is it like a podcast or YouTube?
I don't know how to describe it. I wish I knew the name. There's a lady on there who said that she would love her man more if he out
Back chat. Yes, Trend Central. Yeah, back chat.
But I thought that was also like a big channel.
No, yeah. Back chat is a very funny intro. Like, it's just topics in it. It's just topics that tend to be popular among black people, and then they just discuss it between each other, and then you see a lot of like people arguing and stuff like that. I think it's mainly catered towards black people and stuff like that. But you see with me as well, when it comes to content, one thing I've realized is I'm not trying to make content for black people. Because the thing is, the population in the UK for black people is only 3%. And the problem with that as well is like, if you don't win over the whole 3%, you can't really win. This is not America, like I said, because America has a population of 300 million. And I think black people, I think it's like 50 million or something like that.
The US?
Yeah, or something along those lines. So at least with those ones, it's like, you don't have to win all of them. You can even win a portion, and that's enough for you to actually go and actually like do your thing. But yeah, in terms of like, I'm not making content for black people. I'm trying to make content for everybody. Whites, Asians, blacks, like mixed race, like South Americans, etc. Yeah, I'm trying to be like open. Yeah.
And then the UK is not allowing you to do that. Not really.
It's harder, man. It's actually so hard. It's actually you against the world. Like, the thing I rate about Ghana as well, although the YouTube scene or the content creator scene is quite small because the country is smaller than the UK, I feel as if like it's just a lot more inspiring to be here because the way you guys like your energy, I can be like, yo, let's collab, and you be like, yeah, let's go ahead and let's do it. As in the UK, I can message someone saying, hey, let's collab, and either they're gonna not respond to my message, or they're just gonna act all weird and funny about it. Like they just look at you as if like, well, like,
it's like a Hollywood kind of thing.
Yes, everybody's just so Hollywood over there, man. Like it's insane, and it makes no sense as well because you're not even at that level to be of Hollywood. See, personally, as for me, yeah, this is my philosophy that I've said. If you want to collab with me and stuff like that, first of all, I'm gonna look at your content, and it has to make sense. We cannot collab for the sake of collabing, and I'm gonna look at numbers as well. I need to see that whatever I do is gonna benefit me on top of you, because I know that if you're messaging me, you know that you're going to benefit more out of it. So if you have like a low subscriber count or low following account, then obviously I'm less likely to work with you. However, the reason that I look at it like that is because of the work that I've put in, for example. if I DM someone and I want to collab with them, is because I see that they're on similar levels, like similar level as me or just below. I never tend to like shoot for like the people at the top because obviously I know it's going to be quite difficult to get a response back in it. But it's like, I know my worth, I know where I'm at, hence why I'm messaging you. But when people are so Hollywood about it, yeah, and this is what they do, they'll act all Hollywood, yeah, then you see they'll post on TikTok. They'll be like, oh my days, nobody in the UK wants to collab, man. The UK is so bad vibes. Oh man, everybody thinks they're better than each other. Meanwhile, they're actually part of the problem. So at that point, yeah, I've just said, yeah, I can't be asked anymore. And this is why you see me here so often, man. And even as soon as I'm back from Dead to December, I got a flight to New York to go film content anyway, so.
Okay. Who would you like to collab with when you get to the USA? You have some names in mind? You never know, they'll probably be watching this video.
DDG, The Shea Frost, Kai Sanat, I Show Speed.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like people who I want to collab with, honestly, I haven't thought of collabs. I actually have not thought of collabs right now in terms of my YouTube career, and that's mainly because of two things. Number one, imposter syndrome. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
So obviously, imposter syndrome, for people that don't know, it's like a feeling of you don't feel like you're worthy enough, innit? Or like you feel like you're a fraud kind of thing, innit? Now, imposter, it's a very real thing. I know within myself, innit, like obviously I'm that guy, but sometimes there's still that hints in it. So it's like, I don't even, why am I gonna message, I don't know, I Show Speed. The guy's got 20 million subscribers. I'm there, like I've got 10K subscribers, you get it? So it's like, it's all about timing. If I know that, let's say I had like, 100, I don't know, 1 million subscribers, then I'll feel more at ease to message him kind of thing.
I feel you.
Do you get it? So in terms of collabing, imposter syndrome, I feel as if like, I have to just keep on building until I have like a very healthy number, and then I feel confident enough to reach out to someone. So even if you're a big YouTuber and you are watching, like, I hear it, innit? You might still be watching, but just because of me. And number two, the reason why I haven't thought of collabs, there's just so many creators out there. There's just so many. I don't know who I would want to collab with. I don't know. But then also at the same time, a lot of them are in their own niche anyway. So since I'm now doing exploring videos, I have to be very careful on who I pick, or else the collab just does not make sense. So even then, in that, this kind of niche is still fairly new with these kind of videos. It only came about, let's say, like a year or two ago anyway. So, and that was from another YouTuber that I learned from called Tyler Oliveira, and he's in America. I think he's like maybe half Spanish, half American native. He was doing those kind of exploring videos in America, and he was getting like 5 million views, 6 million views, 7 million views. And when I was watching those videos, I realized I was watching it all the way to the end, and it's like, because I'm entertained. And I realized no one in the UK is doing that. So let me just do it in the UK. So that's when I did the whole change. So when you were saying about forcing the viewers to watch it, it's kind of interesting because now that's what I'm trying to figure out as well. In terms of the new content I'm making, do people actually enjoy it? Do people actually enjoy it, obviously, from a different shift from the compared to the dating stuff that I was doing? In terms of the imposter thing as well, okay, it's not a thing where I genuinely feel low about myself. Like I have low self-confidence because I feel like I know that I am going to be that guy. Yeah. But with the imposter syndrome as well, it's a thing where you have to understand the value that you bring. You need to know, you need to be self-aware. Like, cool, if I'm going to reach out to someone, how am I going to benefit them and how are they going to perceive me as well? Do you get it? Because also, I feel as if like you tend to have one shot as well. If your first impression is not good, then it's very difficult to try to recoup anything in the future. Do you get it? Yeah. Let's say now I have no subscribers and I reach out to someone famous and they saw the DM anyway, right? And now they're looking at my thing thinking, okay, why is he messaging me? I got nothing to gain kind of thing. Yeah. So now naturally he's already got this negative perception of you already. So even in the future, even when you do want to now message him again, because of the fact that he had that negative perception of you the first time, it's going to be very difficult to have that healthy relationship anyway. Do you get it? So it's just like, I know for myself, let me just work, let me get the numbers up so then people can just like look at me and either message me or I know that when I message someone, it's guaranteed that it's going to work. But,
But I agree with you to some extent. There's a guy in the US called Quan.
Yeah, Quan.
And in DDG, right?
Yeah.
Quan messaged DDG like a long time ago, asking for money to buy like a laptop. Yeah. He never saw the message. Fast forward now, look at who Quan is right now. Yeah. His numbers. Now he met DDG in real life and he showed him the message. Yeah. Now that adds to his story. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the delusion is like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just by the,
I get what you mean, there's a storyline to everything, and obviously once you do make it, you can say like, you used to do this, and then obviously I went through this, and then bam, now you're at the top.
I've been a content creator, YouTuber for 11 years.
11 years? Yeah, yo, that's mad. Yeah. Fair play. I'm only in the game like 2 years now.
2 years.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing right now with Webnation Africa, I just started like 3 years ago, putting my face on camera. But I've been doing documentaries like what you've been doing for like the rest of it. And that's, if you want a free advice, that's most of the high-paying niches out there.
My CPM is
it's crazy. You've seen that.
It's healthy. I think it's better than my dating video CPM I was getting anyway. So
Absolutely. I like that.
And even I realized the audience as well. My main audience I think is like 25 to 34 or something like that, which is good for me anyway because
they're mature.
Yeah, more mature, and then obviously more money, etc., etc., etc.
Power.
Exactly. So that's another reason as to why it was a good thing for me to make the change anyway.
Yeah.
Because if dating it's teenagers. It's just teenagers
it
watching
becomes childish to some extent.
Yes. Yes, it becomes because you gotta think as well. Like, I'm not being funny here.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna find my wife through a dating show that's gonna be put on YouTube.
What?
I'm not being funny here. Like, let's be realistic here. What, your parents, your kids ask you, "Mommy, how did you meet Daddy?" Oh, I went on a YouTube show and I found the love of my life.
I want to pop a balloon.
Let's be serious here, man. I go on there for fun. Like, I highly doubt that I'm going to find a wife. I mean, I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it's like 99% chance I'm not finding someone. But I still go on there for fun, innit?
Yeah.
I am single, so might as well just have some fun.
There's a collab you did that I think did great for both brands, yourself and then, which is a Nigerian YouTuber.
Oh yeah,
Shams.
Shank Comics.
Shank. Yeah. How did that collaboration happen? Who reached out to who?
This is mad.
Yeah.
So, backstory with Shank Comics. Yeah, he's a very popular YouTuber in Nigeria, innit? My guy. He's my guy. Yeah. So, I watched his YouTube videos beforehand, innit? Like, I genuinely enjoyed his videos. There's something about it. He's just chill. Like, it's cool. So obviously now I know of him, and fast forward now. The backstory about how I met Shank was obviously so the Pop the Balloon. So okay, this is how it's so mad. This even has to do with how the dating stuff in Ghana, right? So you've seen me now obviously doing dating shows in Ghana and stuff like that, Pop the Balloons, etc., etc. I'm doing numbers, cool. I then went to the UK, and then obviously there was a Nigerian lady. Who was doing those Pop the Balloon videos as well, but in like Nigeria. But I saw that she was in the UK. So I reached out to her saying, I would like to be involved. Fast forward, I jumped in the video and there was one guy in particular who was in the video with me as well. Now, obviously we've done it now. Me and him, we become cool. So we have each other on socials. So fast forward now, the way I met Shank was because Shank messaged the guy that I was with on that video saying that he's coming to the UK. Because I don't know, but it turns out those guys are childhood friends. Like, they're very good friends. So he's now messaged him saying, I'm coming to the UK. Can you link me up with anyone? And without my knowledge, the guy, basically, he recommended me to him saying, I know this guy. He's from the UK. He's a popular YouTuber. I had no idea. So obviously now, I just posted an Instagram story in it. So I'm checking the viewers. And I'm seeing Shan Comics to see my story. I'm like, what's going on? Because this doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense at all. Fast forward, I then find out my guy, he then messaged me saying, Shank is coming to the UK. I'm going to connect you with him. I'm like, cool. And then what happened was the day before, I remember, he then called me saying, Shank needs a cameraman. Can you hook one up for him? I was like, sure. When do you need it? Tomorrow, 5 a.m. Bearing in mind, it's 11 p.m. the night before. And at that point, I was like, fuck, I need to find I need to find a way to like get this camera stuff sorted because this is my one and only opportunity. So I was just calling, making calls. I finally found a cameraman, right? So then literally the next morning, 5 a.m., I woke up early, went to the airport, went to go pick him up. And then right there, have you ever like met someone, and then you just instantly click and you just like...
You know him for a long time.
Yeah. That's basically how it was. And then, that's how we ended up linking up. And then he was in the UK for 2 weeks and he was making content as well. And he was making YouTube videos. And with him, okay. I feel like, I actually have so much to say. That's what I'm even thinking.
Go for it.
Okay, so the story, after now I've met Shank at the airport now, obviously I've posted it on my story. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, I wish Shank Comics, wow, I'm a big fan. And then the first thing people kept on telling me was like, make sure you make content with him, make sure you get a YouTube video out of him, And in my head I was thinking, no, I don't want to rush content, I don't want to make etc, because of the fact that, first of all, Shank came to the UK, he's here for a specific reason. I'm here to help him out. Do you get it? I'm here to be of aid. I've been recommended by his good friend, so obviously I'm going to do my best to like facilitate for him, innit? So content was even on the back of my mind anyway. And the thing is, the reason why also I didn't want to make content anyway, because I was learning from him. Bearing in mind, this is the guy that's been chilling with Kai Cenat in Nigeria for so long. So the game that he's been learning from Kai Cenat, I'm now learning from him kind of thing. I'm transferring the knowledge kind of thing, innit? So naturally, within those 2 weeks, as we're spending more and more time together every single day, and then we're making YouTube videos, obviously we start just building a bond together, and then we become good friends.
Yeah.
And off of that alone, I learned so much anyway. And then that also goes down into the dating stuff and then the investigating stuff on my YouTube. Part of the reason why was because with dating stuff, you're just circling around that same brand. That's all people are going to know you for. And especially you have to rely on other people, you and this girl, or you and a group of girls kind of thing. And with Shank, for example,
He's the main character.
Do you get it? Yeah, he's the main character. And even then, that means if you're the main character, the fan interaction is different. People like you for you. Like, they watch your stuff. They're fans of you. Not because of, oh, you was dating Jessica and you broke up and you done this, etc., etc., etc. So just stuff like that. And then that's when I done the investigation stuff. Because it's probably the reason, because I was learning from him as well. So, yes, sir.
Why haven't you been on the grilling show?
Because I am not there yet with my numbers to be on the grilling show.
I've seen people with no platform on that.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's either connections or numbers. It's just literally those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally either you have connections or you just have numbers, and then people will reach out to you. I was there at the grilling show though. I was there with a minute in the background. It's an interesting setup. Like, I'm learning and stuff like that.
I think we look up to UK. I mean, you guys look up to America for content.
Yeah.
A lot of Ghanaian creators also look up to UK for content.
I've realized, I didn't realize how big people look up to the UK until I've left the country. Because even in Europe, everyone looks up to the UK when it comes to content. Everybody knows Sidemen. Everybody knows Beta Squad. But funny enough,
how big is those group though? How big?
They are okay. They've always been big, but within the past, let's say like last 3 years, they have gone stupid. Because I know that they hired a new manager. I don't actually know his name. After the interview, I'll show you his stuff in it. But they hired a specific guy, and he's basically taken their brand to like is it £1 billion? It's like some multi-million-pound, like it's just a business now. Like the way they operate, they have set schedules. They have premium websites. They've got multiple. It's crazy. I don't know. They are the perfect example of what a successful YouTube business is like. Like, let's say yours now, that's the level you want it elevate to. That's how you know you've made it, because then you've built a system that is so incredibly strong that years down the line it can turn into £1 billion business for sure, 100%. And in terms of how big they are, everybody knows them. Like,
everybody,
20 million subscribers is not it's not a joke, innit? Everybody knows them. And even the videos, they'll be getting like 20 million views, 30 million views per video.
Worldwide.
Yeah, they are very worldwide, 100%.
Yeah. That's crazy though. But I'm thinking, why was it? I mean, it made it, right? And there's only 2 groups like that in the UK. The Beta Squad and the Sidemen.
Yeah.
Why are there no more coming up? And you mentioned that it's hard to create content, but it's still making it work.
Yeah, so are you talking about why is it hard for new YouTubers, like new groups?
To be able to like build up to, because Beta Squad came out of nowhere, but look at who and they've worked with and who they are now. Yeah. So
okay, as of now, YouTube is just so much harder. Things have changed, man. TikTok is also mainly to blame as well. There's a bigger shift on TikTok in the UK. People prefer doing TikToks because they promote, like, it's easier to blow up from there. Yeah, YouTube is for the big boys. It's just for the big dogs, and most people just can't handle it. If you're considering starting a YouTube channel, don't bother. Just stick to TikTok because you won't be able to handle it. You probably quit after like 3 months.
Why are you discouraging people?
I'm gonna tell
How
people.
Did you start YouTube though?
How did I start?
Yeah.
What do you want? Like, as in, why did I start? Or how?
No, how? Like, what was the first YouTube video of yours?
How did I start? What was the first video? Oh, Ghana Party in the Park. I made a vlog.
Oh, really?
In the UK, yeah. Do you know what that is?
Party no, it's like a festival that happens.
Yeah, for the Ghanaian community. Yeah. I just made a vlog, and then I just went from there. I just started vlogging, and obviously I was experimenting with new stuff, and then obviously that's how we are up until this day. But the backstory about how I even started YouTube was obviously at that point I was popping off TikTok. Everybody knew my face and stuff like that, but TikTok is for the small boys. I'm making 10-second videos. What's that, man? I'm not even getting paid. Like, YouTube is for the big dogs. So I said to myself, let me just start this YouTube channel because TikTok is not going to do anything, man. And it's very hard to make a lot of money off of TikTok. Well, back then when I was popping, which is like last year, 2 years ago anyway, because there wasn't creator fund back then, like 1 minute videos. Because now if you make 1 minute videos, you make a lot of money from it. But back then, so obviously I had to go on YouTube anyway, or else it's like I'm doing TikTok for what reason? And also, there's only a very small amount of people that make money off of that, like an income full time off of TikTok. You have to do something else anyway. Either you divert traffic to your business, or you now start a music career from all the attention you've got in from TikTok, and then you blow up, etc. But you cannot just remain on TikTok, or else, guy, what are you doing? You're just wasting time.
Yeah. There's a guy who had a white teeth, and I think his whole video was just to do like smile, and then people watch his TikTok.
Oh, you talking about the black guy that has just like, is he American?
He's American, yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about,
And then he made a video recently that he's broke with 4 million YouTube subscribers.
YouTube subscribers?
Yeah.
What kind of videos was he making?
Smiling.
How long were the videos?
10, 20 seconds.
That is why. You see with YouTube, you have to make long form videos to make money. Like ads. Ads in it, obviously, you already know about that anyway. 8-minute videos, I believe. So if you're making short videos, then obviously you're just posting YouTube shorts. You're not going to get paid. YouTube shorts, you get paid in pennies. That's why even me myself, I don't post any YouTube shorts anymore at all. Because yeah, you can gain subscribers, but you're not making money. And it also ruins the algorithm when it comes to long form content. Because all the people that subscribe to you for the short form, they're not here to watch your long form content anyway. Yeah. So yeah, of course you're going to be broke, especially with 4 million subs if you're just posting videos of you smiling. And on top of that as well, this sounds so negative, but you have to be useful to society. You making a video smiling, it's funny at first, but eventually, what do we do now? Yeah, it's like, what else can you do afterwards? I'm not bashing you or anything like that. I don't want to come across as anything negative, but yeah.
I like how the conversation is going. People are watching you from all over the world, you know. You're a Ghanaian. What do you have to say to the world about Ghana? You see, Ghana is lit now.
Yeah, it is now.
Everybody talks about Ghana. Kai was here. Like almost every celebrity in America have been here. You know what I'm saying?
Ghana. Ghana is absolutely amazing. I'm not going to lie. Ghana is a very peaceful country. And I'm saying that in comparison to, because obviously I've been to like Lagos, for example, and those two, like, Ghana is very peaceful. People are actually very polite over here. One thing you need to understand about Ghanaians, yeah, they will add please to everything. So they'll be like, please, good morning. Or please, can you do this for me? And they'll also say kindly. That's for sure. I don't know why they like saying that, but yeah, that's one thing I've noticed actually. People are very friendly over here. They have manners. The weather is great. The housing and stuff, like the housing and the projects over here, the architecture, it's very modern. What else? And there's plenty fine babes for this side. So if you're looking for a wife, just come over here and get married.
What do you like the most about Ghana? He's trying hard not to say the woman.
Guy. The woman. Yes, I like the woman the most about Ghana. Now, but you know what? For me personally, the shift in my mentality, coming from a place that's so negative, that's always dragging you down, to come in here is a very breath of fresh air. So for me personally, my mental, I feel much happier, and because I'm much happier, it allows me to do more things. So yeah,
you're happier in Ghana than the UK.
Yeah. The minute you land in London, you're so depressed. You know what I realized as well? Yeah, you see with holidays.
Yeah.
One of the worst feelings you can go through is going on holiday and then coming back to the UK, because the minute you land at the airport, that realization, it hits you deep, man. And that's also part of the reason why I'm here for 5 weeks. Because when you go somewhere for like 1 week, 2 weeks, and then you come back, you're just thinking like, "Wow, was this even real?" But yeah, man.
What you said there is like deep.
Guy, people that are watching, you understand what I mean. Like, it's so bad.
Yeah, a friend of mine he traveled abroad for holiday, and he came back and it's like, bro, people are like dead walking, you know, in these places. I've not been to the UK, so I don't know. But from what you're describing, I think it might be right.
Like, don't go to the UK, man. Just don't go.
You've had advice to the diasporans who... I've had videos where I've had people like yourself say Ghana is better than the UK, US. And people are like, nah, I'm not going to go to Ghana or Africa. If you have a message for them, what would that message be?
Do what you like, man. I can't force you. If you don't want to move, stay wherever you are. Because in this life, like, you get, people won't listen. Those who don't listen must feel. So that's your own.
I like that. You have fans all over the world. Send a message to your fans, friends, family, what's not.
So, yo, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Wolf of Kent. If you're a good-looking woman and you're single, message me on Instagram. My Instagram is the Wolf of Kent. I am single, ready to mingle. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to enjoy myself. I am not tied down. Nobody can claim me. I am not in a relationship. Thank you very much. You know, I don't have any kids. You know, my financial matters are healthy. Don't worry. And a message. What kind of message? Okay, what kind of message should I give them?
I don't know. You know it best.
Like
Before you think
inspirational
about
or something like that.
No, think about it. In the meantime, you said financial matters. You're stable, right? I've heard a lot of Ghanaian girls say UK guys are stingy. What do you have to say to that?
Go and make your own money. Stop relying and asking me for my own money. Guy, you don't understand that we're struggling out there in our own country. You're asking me for money for what? For nonsense.
Have you experienced that?
What? People asking, yes, it's so annoying. It's jarring. Cool. I'm going to tell you, man, straight, yeah? I'm not the type of guy to give away money just because you're good looking. I don't struggle to get a baddie. So if you're going to act up, you will get replaced. Now, this whole idea of UK guys being stingy. I'm not your dad. Stop asking me for money. Like, just stop. Guys aren't stingy. They'll give money to the women that they actually like and see value in. Just because you have bum doesn't mean that we're just going to give you money. It doesn't work like that. The only people that give away money are simps, and they are losers. So unless you want losers and you like those kind of men, that's all on you. But if you're actually meeting a serious guy, someone who actually has confidence within themselves, someone who actually has ability, do you think he's going to give away... If he was to ask Chris Brown or Drake for money, do you think they'll give you money for no reason? Of course not. They have to see some kind of value. So why do you think that we're going to be... My head is hot right now, man. My head is hot.
That was a viral clip, by the way.
My head is hot, man.
Oh my God. No, that's the viral clip right there. Shit. That was good. Bro, all right, give your final message.
Final message.
And yeah.
Yeah, it's the Wolf of Kent. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is the Wolf of Kent. I'm gonna tell you this from now. I am going to be very famous on YouTube, like straight up. I'm going to have a lot of subscribers. I'm going to have a lot of fans worldwide. And then once I do that, I'm then going to conquer streaming. I'm just letting you guys know from now because it's the fact that I know, like I believe in myself so much, you think I'm mad. So I know that I'm going to reach that point. It's just that you guys get to have, you guys get to witness greatness, So, yeah, at least you guys can be like, you're my day one fans. You feel me?
I like that. How do people find you? What's your social media?
My Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube and Snapchat is The Wolf of Kent. THEWOLFOFKENT. The Wolf of Kent.
I like that. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Sweet one, geezer.
I like that. Guys, if it's your first time here, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Do all the good things they always tell you to do. Comment down below. Let's get engagement going. Do you agree with him that if you're a handsome guy, you don't have to pay to women? Just comment. Let's get engagement going.
You don't know about handsome handouts. Same way there's pretty privilege, there's handsome handouts.
Oh, for real?
100%.
This is my first time hearing that.
Oh, yeah, 100%. There's been... I've had a girl...
You've heard that American women say they like African men more because... American women, right?
Yeah.
Because they pay for their bills and when they go to dates, they pay 100%. They don't do the 50-50. 50-50 thing.
Oh, the whole 50-50. This are like, that whole topic about 50-50 and who pays, it's such a tired argument. I'm bored of it. Like, at the end of the day, people have their own reasoning. But you have to understand, this whole 50-50, the only reason people are doing 50-50 is because of the economy that we're in. Like, let's be real, it's not a movie. Let's be realistic. And you have to understand, there's a lot, as I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize there's a lot of baddies, right, that are 30 plus, that are single. Baddies with nyash, breasts, all that kind of stuff, but they're single. And then you have to ask, why are you single? It's because of the way they are, because of their ethics. Like, yeah, you can get a man, but you can't keep a man. So that whole conversation about, they like these guys because they like to pay, all that kind of stuff. The men that are paying 100% for these women is because of the fact that they actually add value and they bring peace to their life. You that you're on social media talking about who pays on the first date, all that kind of stuff, those men are not looking for you. You're not their target audience. So you can keep talking all you like, but all I'm saying is it's very unlikely that it's going to happen. Yeah.
What is your type?
My type? I like black women with bum.
That's why you came to Ghana?
Yeah. Like, I don't date slim babes. It just doesn't work. I like black women with bum and breasts. Like, they actually have shape. Yeah.
I like how honest you are.
Yeah, because obviously I go to the gym as well, so it's like it just doesn't make sense. All this strength, like if you're small and petite, I feel like I'll break you. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah. And you see, all this work that I work out to look good naked. So like obviously if my woman has bum and breast and she looks good naked
It compliments the look.
you get, yeah, 100%.
Oh my god, man. All right, this is the end of the conversation. I like how honest he is. Go check him out on all social media platforms, on YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. So without further ado, let's say bye bye to the people watching. All right, peace.
Peace.